In Death Valley, only the strong survive.
All right, everyone, welcome to day 2 of the RM Rides Death Valley edition. So we got a really fun day today. It's one of the longer rides. It's gonna be about 230 miles, so definitely make sure that you fuel up before you leave. But there is gonna be a fuel stop along the way at Beatty's, and there is a restaurant there you can stop and eat at as well. But today it's gonna be asphalt, some pretty chill dirt roads, and unfortunately for us, Titus Canyon and Scotty's Castle, those roads are closed while we're out here. But if you come do this ride, those are stops that you do not want to miss. Titus Canyon is known to be one of the coolest, most scenic places that you can drive to, so be sure you check those out. But we're gonna go to Ubehebe Crater, which is amazing. Then from there, we're gonna go to GoldPoint. After GoldPoint, we're gonna cruise on down to Bonnie Claire, to the lake bed. It's got the House of Quotes. After that, then you have Beatty's. That's where you can fuel up, and there is a restaurant there you can eat at. And then finally, you have Rhyolite, which is a really cool ghost town we're gonna go check out. And that's gonna conclude our trip. Again, download the route, join us. It's gonna be an epic day. Hey, whose bike is this?
I don't know, some weird camera guy, he must have ran off somewhere.
Sheesh. He did it out of the kindness of his heart, because I killed my battery last night, and no man dies alone on that mountain here at camp. So, yeah, sympathy. Sympathy. Hey, they ran for a ways.
Velocity after 3 steps.
We never got going any faster. The harder you push, you just go the same speed. That's another day. Yeah.
Morning number 2 here at camp. About to take off. We got to go gas up a couple bikes and then we're out of here. Ubehebe.
Another beautiful day in Death Valley. Man, this is such a fun area to ride.
Tell us about where we're at right now.
We are at the Ubehebe Crater.
Ubehebe?
Ubehebe gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Ben, can you explain this?
Well, it looks like a volcanic crater, but technically it isn't. It's a bunch of water got superheated underground and exploded, so it's kind of like someone popped a giant zit on the surface of the Earth.
Oh, wow.
And this is the crater that's left over.
Okay.
And that is Science Facts with Dork for today.
Thanks for the science.
That's right. They don't call me Dork for nothing.
I like that explanation.
Now we'll hike down there and then run back up.
Yeah, you can take a quick hike.
Big into fitness.
Big CrossFit guy right here. Pretty cool though.
There is nothing out here besides cool mountains and rocks. That's pretty badass. Good times, man.
Life cycle of mines.
King of the mountain.
Roads were closing and we had to push like mad.
2 days we, how do you say it? We cheat. We cheated.
That's okay, we won't tell him.
Yeah, you have it on your camera.
So Hadi, and what was your name?
Jonas.
Jonas? So these two are from Belgium, and they arrived in Sacramento, and they have been riding their bicycles from there, and we just ran into them here. What would you say, McKay? It was
Middle of nowhere.
middle of nowhere, but they're these two are courageous because they're headed to Las Vegas, and they have it all planned out, but they plan everything by when they can get water next. And yeah, but we saw them riding up this, and after you get to the top, it turns to dirt, and there's no asphalt for, it's sand for a long time.
Yeah, it's
so.
like gravel.
Surly,
Yeah, it's an American brand, no?
Huh?
We bought it in Belgium.
Yeah, but
Oh, you shipped them over here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you had many flat tires or anything?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
A lot of sharp
we
rock.
had to buy extra
Patches?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the water.
Yeah. Safe travels.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Gnarly. They're crazier than we are.
It's crazy to think you would come from Belgium to go through Death Valley on a bicycle. I could never do it.
I thought we were brave. Adventurous. Yeah, that's a real adventure rider.
Dude, imagine your wife being that gnarly to come ride across freaking 2 states with you.
Yeah, or across the Andes in Ecuador.
That's freaking crazy.
Okay.
Whoa, that's cool. Got trees growing out of the wash.
This is probably my favorite road so far. Like just a little incline, soft and loose.
Yeah.
Be aggressive. It's so fun.
Save your gas.
Dude, the decomposed granite? Oh,
Save your
man.
gas.
I am at half a tank.
That's just Chase, right?
Matt, mostly.
What? I was getting pretty rowdy that last like 4 or 5 miles.
You guys go, I'll bring up the rear.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a novice race. Like it's taking me back. Well, 90% of the time people are trying to pass people through the trees and bushes. Randomly you see a rear wheel and some feet flying in the air.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
What the hell? Careful, there's ice.
Thanks for the heads up. Wes, Judas.
I was coming in like just cruising. I was like, wait.
Holy. Came across some ice right here. That is wild. Looks like there's a little spring up there. It's ran out onto the road and it is all frozen.
Thomas, I could see the fear in your legs. I could see the fear in your legs.
cannot believe we're going out in the middle like that.
We're making our way down to GoldPoint, and it's a cool little town where they refurbished a bunch of the cabins for Airbnb, so it's a pretty cool place to stay. If you want to just kind of extend this into a 2-day loop, that'd be a perfect place to do it, is GoldPoint. What a cool little town in the middle of nowhere.
We're in GoldPoint, and it's just on the route. It's actually a cool little town. You got to come check it out. There's a bunch of old buildings left over from mining. Some guy won a jackpot and actually came back and bought a bunch more of the buildings, has restored them. There's actually a guy that's got a saloon here. It's super cool. You need to come check it out.
Cement, asphalt, first of the day. It was a little chilly in the morning. Then a lot of dirt road, but got really pretty.
Yeah, we were up at over 7,000 feet just recently, coming over past.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Ice?
A bunch of ice on the road. But yeah, that last section was really pretty. And now we're here in GoldPoint. And GoldPoint, man, it's a cool little town. I can't believe all the awesome old mining stuff.
The guy that lives here has been here since
1970, longer than any of us.
Oh, wow.
We do have a couple bikes that are already starting to get low on fuel.
Yeah.
So
I'll see you guys. You know,
we're gonna find out.
Finish my hike back to camp.
Max range on a couple of these. We got the Ibex and the 300 Rally that are.
I'm getting a little low. I'm a little nervous, but that's why we brought extra fuel.
Did you bottom some?
Did I bottom out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Guess he's ready for best in the desert.
You know, I was actually thinking out here, I'm like, you know, I wonder what the classes are for Vegas to Reno.
Fast.
Ride one of these bad boys?
Fast. Whatever it is.
Right, we made it to Bonnie Claire.
It originally started as a place called Thorpswell, a little bit further south. The guy opened up a stamp mill, and then slowly as more mines appeared up around here, they opened a larger one on the opposite side. I think it was from 1881 into the later 40s or 50s. They ran a railroad line down here to pick up all of the processed ore, and this was the town that they used to support it. And what's left of the town is a building with some pretty cool quotes in it and just a few remaining structures.
When I heard there was this place called the House of Quotes, I thought about it a lot. What would I want to leave behind as my legacy? This is the deepest thought quote that I could come up with.
Wow. I think
See you on
it's
the
changed
trails.
my life, dude.
Wise words from JD.
Well, that's JD.
Wise
Joe
words.
Dirt.
Joe. Oh yeah, it all works.
It all works.
Let the big dog eat. Yeah, let's get a little race.
Is what my GPS said. It is so fast. You jump the start so bad and it's still hunted you down.
All right, so after leaving Bonnie Claire, we came out over the dry lake bed, and it has been nothing but soft poof dust roads up to this point. So you can't avoid it by jumping out to the pavement and taking that into Beatty. It's been several miles of this, so pretty gnarly.
Dork is out of gas.
This is Michael. He planned the route, so
Yeah, it's my fault.
it's his fault.
Sorry.
So it's fitting he's here to save me.
But hey, we're gonna take care of you. 160 miles?
170 almost. But it says 3.1 gallons, so I should have had a little left. It's probably rattling around the bottom of the tank. Now, are we going to make it to the gas stop? We're going to have to do this again.
We'll see.
All right, the last bottle of fuel goes to Mr. Ben. Ben, what happened?
Somebody told me I only needed 150 miles of range.
Oh.
And I didn't get the memo about carrying extra fuel. So this is the second time I've run out of gas.
Okay.
I already put a liter in.
That last quart, what did we go? Like
About 13
6,
miles.
7 miles?
About 13.
Was it?
By my odometer.
Hey, that's pretty good in this sand and silt.
Yeah.
You're not taking the fuel efficient line here, though.
Well,
I can see your...
Power kept cutting out and it was dumping me down into the... It's pretty hard to do sand when you can't give it any gas consistently.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Let's get you filled up. Well, as much as that'll do, I guess.
Wasted. That is difference between life and death.
Dude, the walls of tumbleweeds.
How about that section where the road's completely blocked by and you can't?
Yeah, I saw y'all's line. I was like, oh, I'm going through there. That wasn't the most fuel efficient road. A lot of sand, silt. Anyway, we're out of gas. So I got my safety siphon, which is basically just a check valve. And you just kind of pump it in the gas and it fills up and starts siphoning. So
T7 with the 6 million gallon tank on it.
Gigantic.
Dude, that is a huge tank. Man.
Holy.
It's not fun to ride when it's full. You ready?
Black gold, Texas tea.
Blake, what do we got going on right now?
We're just stealing my gas.
You got dudes running out of gas left and right. Matt, you ran out once?
Just once, yeah.
Just once?
195.
Ben over there ran out twice.
This will be my third.
About to run out a third time. I'm barely hanging on. But we just did, I don't know, how many miles of dirt was that, Michael?
Soft.
Just 20 miles of pretty straight, but
Old
soft,
race course.
rough. It was fun though.
It was fun.
Kept you on your toes. Tumbleweed just completely covering the road. But anyway, we got what, 20 miles-ish to Beatty?
Yeah.
And that's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
All right, this could be close. We have the town of Beatty just straight ahead. And my bike says I have 1 mile of gas remaining. So, yeah, we're pushing it.
All right, we made it to Beatty. Just had to steal a little bit of gas from the T7. I think it was what, right at 200 miles?
Cruising around, flashing zero. Everybody else is in the same boat.
Yep. 0. It was flashing.
The prospectors abandoned or lost their burrows. They have outlived both the mines and the miners, even in Death Valley.
All right, we made it to Rhyolite. We're pretty close to getting back to Death Valley, but we are outside the park. But Rhyolite's pretty cool. It was a boom town if you ever want to talk about a boom town. So this thing, basically the gold was discovered in 1904. Beatty wasn't here yet. And they called it like Banner Rock or something like that, but it's just this crazy amount of gold in the stuff they were just finding just on the ground. So just overnight, the town grew up and it got pretty dang big. Actually, they've got like a 3-story building up here. They had its own stock exchange. There's a train depot. This cool house, Tom Kelly's house, it's made with over 50,000 bottles. Pretty wild. But yeah, huge town. They had a school for like 250 kids, ice plants, 2 electric generating plants, and the financial panic in 1907 about took them out. By 1911, they'd shut down the town and it was done. So all this work, all this effort for just a very short amount of time. But it's cool to check out. It's actually got some modern art too. So if you're rolling by, don't hesitate to stop.
So much cool stuff. There are just ruins everywhere. This is the jail. This is where they'd hold all the criminals. And knowing an old west town, I'm sure there were a lot of them.
Miners from all over the world flocked to Rhyolite, and feverishly they dug her yellow ore. It was one of the greatest boom towns of its time, but today her haggard old canyons are poor without their gold.
We're basically just hitting the highway all the way back to Furnace Creek. Might get a little bit cold.
Well, that is a wrap for day 2 of the RM Rides Death Valley edition. Today was a fantastic day. Honestly, I had so much fun. The route today, Michael, who planned this whole thing, he did a phenomenal job. It's a really good mix of just fun, high-speed dirt roads, some sandy washes, amazing scenery. Went to that crater. You know, we were down below sea level basically to start the day, and then we got clear up to 7,000 feet today. We saw the Sulphur mine, which is cool. We had ice, which I was not expecting. So we had ice, and then we got all the way down to Bonnie Claire, which is a giant lake bed area, which is probably some of the most fun that we had all day, going as fast as we possibly could, doing some drag racing, Michael doing some awesome wheelies, House of Quotes, just, it was a rad day, honestly. It was well over 200 miles, but we enjoyed every bit of it, even when we were running out of gas. And yeah, if this would be a route that I would definitely recommend. Remember, you can download the tracks to your GPS, to your phone, whatever you want. You can do the same route. We did day 1 yesterday, and we have 2 more days to go, so make sure to get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel and check those rides out.
Had an incident in the bag with a monster. We drained an entire monster in my waterproof bag. Now we can pour it out. Yummy monster.